Emmanuel. Abansi wo hwe Saglemi a ono anya ho. Ensa fa sika foforo se okwa kwasiesie. Nti say option aka ne se e wo so ton e ma private developer no ono mom ekoye redevelopment obi anu aton anya ono ne mfa so.
Me da se dey kan ma me chia with you for the wahwefo nyina ene me nwa no mewa ha. Na me sha se nka se Ghana your number one problem and it's your tolerance level for mediocrity is super high. We don't believe in excellence. We just believe in mediocrity. That is the reason why day in, day out, your best standard has always been the worst performance. Internet say MPP bar office no more ye bibi na ye chastise Onua. Omo defense ne say na so compared to previous governments we are better than them.
Not just on the oil no so nyewu.
That's right. The next government NDC ba na say oya de na o chastise na o ka say na say MPP kra mo ba ye almost say 10 inti yen ya be say 9 na 8 yen bon se mo ma yen. And Ghanaians will always embrace this simply because of yen so majority of Ghanaians unfortunately decided say omo bema partisanship a blind yomo. Inti logic has been thrown away to partisanship. And that is why the politicians have also realized that because Ghanaians or majority of Ghanaians are gullible, no, inti they want to play along. Inti they come and they see politics to be a game of chance. Omba be kasa rhetorica, ni abon sema momo, and then it goes away like that. Look, typical example. And I mean, kasi, there are individuals they would defend everything that their party is doing.
That one is
and so at the end of the day, these are the same people that they turn around and they come and see you in closets and be begging you mpacho opportunity be baby now nima boame na me pay jumaye and all that. And yet when you are trying to make sure say omo aban these are the same people who come into the public domain and want to chastise you. And it is simply because your mediocrity level and your tolerance level for mediocre and you're super, super, super high. And that is why Ghana is where it is today as we speak. Development via Enkoso. Look at Sir Saglemi Asema Ababetoji. I mean, just look at it. What is the rationale behind this Saglemi thing? The concept is similar to what under Rollins, Snit for it decided Omo Bay.
Yeah.
Omo build it, Snit flat all around. And I think that anyone who has had the opportunity to go to countries like South Africa and Co, you will see say it is a similar thing at Ebwa Omo in terms of Omo housing policy. Yeah. Go to South Africa and you find out. Indeed, where you will sleep and just say be a wow your junkie be na nam baby. You baby ada. But we are serious, but the average person or what secondary school or university or where accommodation is not part of the problem. Because of the omicisi affordable house and near. The same concept now we decided say we'll do here. And now me know kasi the average resident in Tia you see places like Snit houses, Snit flats near dinner. It has been defeated. Because it was supposed to have been built for the ordinary person, for the middle class. Yeah. And now, me know, Kasi, that place, about 90% of those Snit houses now were sold among politicians. And it defeated the purpose. Nyamincha, we were able to get another opportunity in the name of this ugly thing, housing. So it's the first one, Efeli anka this one there ye na ye ndi NDH ni ehwe how best are you to me move.
This one shouldn't have failed.
First and foremost, look at the amount of money you invested into it.
Yeah.
Whether the money was a loan given to Ghana or it was taken from the taxpayers basket. At the end of the day, it is a with interest in addition to that. Yakov J. Bossian, which means it passed through Parliament.
Yeah.
Parliament approval for this Bossian to be taken. Now, at the end of the day, Yakov J. Bossian, what was the purpose? The purpose was that you be building a dying in dying, you be ordinary Ghanaians at him, and now the middle class for at him, and now Onua afino almost share bra ase at him. Today, as we speak, a new government came over. The government came. and started giving reasons why that building and our project should not continue.
Yeah.
And then, yes, you see, Ochina, yes, you see, and then, yes, you see, a while they abandoned project, all these years, Shamfonia Muyi, cracks everywhere. Investment, said that time, and a cement boy 30 cedis, and the cement now 105. Said that time, and a pipe, a year 2 cedis, and a pipe now 50 cedis. Which means, even the investment you decided say you be making into it, because of unnecessary reasons, political reasons coming out into at the end of the day, we abandoned it.
So
look at it.
Think at all? Yeah, Jane.
Look at it.
I don't get
at the way you to me yeah. One, inka ebe reduce the burden na ewo Greater Accra.
Yes.
Ebe reduce. Secondly, it is also an avenue to ensure that part of the country development abahonomo. It has so many benefits. And yet, because of cheap partisanship, a new government came and they say, gradually it was abandoned. You abandon here with investment. Sika bibia yedi akom nyina, we have thrown it away. Yebeda asoria. A minister who is being paid with your taxes. And the purpose of the payment at the current year, and he said he will be able to think outside the box for the benefit of Yenina. That is the basic reason for payment. And then Mikoto nso ne eteme tax, ye bikoto ade ne eteme VAT, ye eteme whatever. Ne the sikani na boom. Na at the end of the day, you see the 2 ministers for car. Ye more ex gratia, ye more cloth allowance, ye more free accommodation, ye more whatever it is. The purpose is for them to think outside the box and to help us. Today, this same minister, Yeda Soreya, Ababe catcher and say, over how many years? Omo wabim 6 years.
6 years.
6 years. Omo da sorry. Catcher and say then. Because omo year assessments, omo who say cost involved in putting the place up. No. Too expensive. Into buying any sasikano. Into one, Abai decided say what will he do? Or we decided say or beton at the private developers. Before you do some pensi, not the original reason for which I abandoned case because there is an alleged act of corruption, misappropriation of funds.
Causing financial loss to the state.
Causing financial loss to the state. Bottom line, properties state properties as it stands now.
Yeah.
Say me na me have me work me juma me gidi say yina, that's what we do. Me we juma. Now my catcher said, Mama 10 cedis. 10 cedis, you are supposed to invest and make sure say obekwa koto pen we be say 10 abreme. Now me this kanma Ivan koy wakwa koto pens no 5 abreme. As a good business person, I am supposed to protect the 5 and then deal with him as to why the remaining 5 hasn't come. But I would rather say me as business owner, Mama 10 cedis say koto adebra. Now the 5 aba. Me buefu say, hey Ivan, aden am ka say koto 10 or the 5 aba. 5 yi matwa me tuegu. And yes, I'm the amount post say cost family cabra. Matuegu. You see, from that basic reason, 5 now abane woman same no matuegu.
But Emmanuel, only say Ska anka yedebe see cathedral no complete this thing.
No, of course.
Until when we say we and you say
look, okay, cathedral same. Oh, you've diverted my member. Just Andra. Information I mean, Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes.
They are building a refinery for cocoa. Almost intention is that they will not export their cocoa beans anymore. Do you know how much it is costing? $100 million dollars. How much are we using to build a Yekanisen cathedral? you see the mindset. Sika Hinia, they build a cathedral. They are using it to build a refinery so that cocoa no omotia. They won't take it outside for it to be put in its final process and no more determine price.
And that is how it should go.
Ghana money would have finished this project.
Debia me kase And sana yeba benya oil. So many years before we getting oil. Nkrumah had a vision to build Tor. Over 50 years on, today as we speak, we have oil, yet Tor is not working. But coming back to this one, look, the very reason they are Omoka say, because there's some misappropriation of funds near the panel, the first thing I said to myself, and I said, that is a typical politician. All they were doing is that they were giving it a bad name so that they will hang it.
So they can sell it, yeah.
That was all they were doing. Until a next decision by the housing minister say after the idea where they come private developers. No, it didn't start today. In fact, but I am not surprised. Are you surprised? This is a property owning party.
Yeah.
You should have that in mind.
Yeah.
For them, everything must be possessed by the property by the state. And your state bungalows under His Excellency Kufuor, they started selling it among themselves.
Yeah,
Not by the state, you mean by private individuals, yes.
Are you getting
By
it?
the state.
Selling it to themselves. Exactly. Even then, sometimes Jake was the chairman or whatever.
He was the chairman.
Sitting chairman. Didn't he buy one? And I am not surprised. Idea where I'm private developers.